Hey everyone, today I'm doing a spoiler review of Together. It is directed by Michael Shanks and starring Dave Franco and Alison Brie. The film follows a struggling couple who move to the countryside only to discover they've developed an unstoppable magnetism that literally threatens to fuse them together. First of all, I would like to say that I really liked Alison Brie's and Dave Franco's performances. Their chemistry was never in question as they are a couple in real life too. Every scene with them feels real and authentic. The effects also deserve praise. Both the practical and CGI work look fantastic, which is crucial in body horror. This movie reminded me a bit of The Substance. Now onto the story. The film opens in Tim and Millie's apartment. They are hosting a party, and in this scene, we find out that Tim hasn't been the same since a past incident, and the couple hasn't been intimate in a very long time. Millie's friend tells her to break up with him and find someone new. However, Millie is still in love and plans to propose that she and Tim move to the countryside, hoping this would help them reconnect. After the awkward proposal, we move on to a scene in the countryside where Tim wakes up from a nightmare. In it, he sees a dead man and a woman lying next to him, his parents, as we later find out. This was the aforementioned incident and the root of Tim's mental struggles, since he found them in this exact state some time ago. The next important scene takes place soon after they moved into the house. Tim follows a strange smell and finds dead rats in the ceiling right above the lamp. Even one live rat is enough to disgust people. Now imagine six dead ones physically merged together. This scene ties directly to Tim's childhood when his father found a dead rat in his room. The same feeling is echoed in the trauma of finding his parents. Interestingly, we learn very little about Millie's past, whereas Tim's character is more fleshed out. Next, we meet Millie's colleague Jamie, who I found weird and sketchy right from the start. He tries to learn as much as possible about the couple, the reason for which we find out later. Now I want to get to the part of the movie that frustrated me the most because of its silly writing. Tim and Millie go on a hike. It's only briefly mentioned beforehand, so we have no idea which route they're taking or what their destination is. During the hike, they discover a trail marked with bells and strange symbols. Then it starts raining, and they realize they don't know how to get back home. The fact that they can't even use compass shows they have no hiking experience, so I wonder why they even decided to do it. Soon after, Tim and Millie fall into a cave. I thought the events leading to their fall were poorly written and executed. What's more frustrating is their decision to stay in the cave, even though they could have gotten out at any time. They justified by mentioning a storm, but it looked like a regular rain to me, so leaving would have been the smarter choice. Then comes the next stupid decision. Tim drinks the water. This guy thought it was safe to drink the water inside this hellish cave. On top of that, they had a bottle of wine, which they drink later, so why did he even need the water? After drinking, Tim tells Millie about the rat his father found and his parents' death. Then they fall asleep, and when they wake up, their legs are connected. However, this doesn't turn out to be much of an issue, and they climb their way out. After that, we get the massage and the shower scene, which convinced Tim to go see a doctor. By the way, I'm not even sure the doctor ran blood tests, which would have revealed the disturbing changes in Tim's body. But for the sake of the plot, I ignore the doctor's decision. And then he gives Tim Valium or diazepam and sends him home. There, the couple has a surprise guest, the teacher. Truth be told, I haven't seen a scene this boring in a very long time. I almost doze off. Speaking of sleeping, I want to mention the scene where Millie's hair gets stuck in Tim's throat. This was very difficult to watch, and anyone with a fear of swallowing hair won't enjoy this part. Then comes the infamous bathroom scene. I think everyone will agree that the absurd physical circumstances and the prosthetic penis made it very uncomfortable to watch. At first I thought it was CGI, but later I found the director's comment saying that he got the prosthetic from his former partner. Honestly, it's kind of sad to realize that it took paranormal events for Tim to get an erection. I also like the next scene where Millie scares the hell out of Tim. The hallway scene was also very well shot. During the soul scene, I expected to see the actual bloody separation, and I'm curious why they decided not to show it. As for Michael Shanks, I have to praise his direction. The four scenes I just mentioned were especially well done. Overall, I am satisfied with his work, even though I didn't like parts of the script he wrote. I still have some questions regarding the cult and the events that happened during the movie. For example, was Tim and Millie's fall into the cave a coincidence, or did Jamie have something to do with it? where were the others who also connected, and how the people discovered the water in the first place. It's also strange that the search group at the beginning of the film didn't find the cave, even though the missing couple had taken a photo in the exact same area. It took Tim 1 minute to figure out the location. As for the meaning of the story, I'm not sure what Shanks was trying to say. I don't have particularly strong feelings about the ending. It was predictable. That's all I wanted to say about Together. I have no intention of watching it a second time, but I do think it's worth seeing once. It even had some funny moments, and I would recommend giving it a try if you can handle body horror. The performances, direction, and special effects were great. I just didn't like the pacing and some of the plot holes, which I couldn't ignore. If you watched the movie, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you, and see you next time.